step forward, please? I haven't met him before. Greg's the principal here at the Kalskag schools. We're very proud of Greg because he was selected as the Alaska Middle School Principal of the Year, which is a very prestigious honor for Mr. Wohlman, not only for himself, but also to be recognized for all the work that he does here at the 3 schools in Kalskag. It's through his work, but also through your support, being parents, students in the schools, community members, that he was able to win this award. So we're very, very proud of Greg. But also through the efforts, we have a special guest here this evening to kind of help organize this event, and that's Senator Lisa Murkowski. So if you would come up, Senator. Washington, D.C. as part of his award, and he met Senator Murkowski there, and she was coming out to meet constituents and everything, and wanted to stop by Kalskag, and so the plan was hatched, so to speak, to pull off this event with a potluck. And I just would like to thank Senator Murkowski and her folks, as well as some people here at Antioch who threw this together. Greg didn't know this was happening until about 5 minutes ago. So it's a big surprise to him. I'm sure he's very happy that it's happening, but I also know Greg is somebody who doesn't like all these public accolades. And it's kind of hard for him to do this, but it's well deserved. But I would also like to thank 2 people here in Antioch, and I know that they have a lot of their help too. Antioch, I said Kalskag. Thanks, Dave. We're Bonnie Pearson, and is Bonnie here? Okay, I'm sorry, so Bonnie, and I appreciate all of her help coordinating this, and then also Matthew Reese here at the high school who did a lot of work with it too. So thank you. That being said, I'd like to turn the floor over to Senator Murkowski for a few words for her. So thank you.
Well, Brett, thank you. And thank you for keeping this a surprise. I appreciate that. I meet with a lot of important people. My job in Washington, D.C. representing you is one that I oftentimes come in contact with people who are doing good things for lots of different reasons. But when I had a chance to visit with Greg Wohlman on September 20th, just a few weeks ago, he came in and he was wearing a really impressive, big, heavy medal with a red, white, and blue band around it. He was being recognized back in Washington, D.C. as the middle school principal of the year for the state of Alaska. One of 2 individuals in the entire state of Alaska that was being recognized, flown all the way back to Washington, D.C. for this recognition. And I'm thinking, I want to meet this guy because I like to show support for our educators and those who are supporting our students. But we started talking. And he is so clearly passionate about what is coming out of this community with these young people, and in the enthusiasm and the love for learning. He got so excited about what was happening in Kalskag and how so many people had come together to embrace these young people and bring them up so that they are lifelong learners. And I said, I just need to see it for myself. I need to see what the people of Kalskag are doing with their young people. And I also need to thank you, because it's oftentimes very difficult, it's hard, it's challenging nowadays, raising children into strong young people. And sometimes the learning is not as easy as we would like it, and so it takes great compassion and educators. And he told me about some of the teachers, and I was able to meet a couple of them. Miss Hillard is down there. I don't see, where's your counterpart? I don't see him. He must not have gotten the memo about the surprise potluck here, but it's so important to recognize the families and what you have done, your commitment to your children, your commitment to education for their sake, and for those who are educating and those who are spending extra time. It's not just working during the school hours. You're working round the clock, and your children, your students, are showing it. And so I thought, this is worth celebrating. This is worth me finding the time in my schedule to come out to Kalskag. I don't think I've been here for about 7 years now. It's about darn time, so thank you, Mr. Wohlman, for making that happen. But I felt it was so important to be here to help you celebrate a man who is giving so much to build your children into lifelong learners. And so it's one thing to have the medal, it's one thing to have the pictures, but I think that we should all show Mr. Wohlman our gratitude by giving him a very large ovation and our thanks. With these 3 schools and bottle that all up and take it all over the state of Alaska, because I believe it would make a difference, but I can't. And so what you need to do is just capture as much of this as you can. This is a gift to this community. The gift of education that will always be with you. And the young people that are in your school today, the students that are doing so well, William, that's you. Eliza, that's you. So pay attention. You're making it happen. And it's because of good, incredible leadership. So it was fun to be able to plan a little bit of a celebration. We don't mean to embarrass you. We mean to honor you. And hopefully the community, through this blessing of food and this gathering to show your support, is one that you will take with you for a long time. So thank you for your leadership, sir. I have two gifts. One is a flag. When I was at Zucker Levi School, we presented a flag to the students there. This is a flag that is for, I believe, the high school here. It's actually for you. Excuse me. So this is your flag to do with as you will, and we've got you a polar fleece vest from the United States Senate in the school colors. So hopefully it'll fit, and just our gratitude to you.
Students and my fellow Kalskag people, this is quite a surprise. I think some of you were scheming for quite some time. Stop chuckling over there. Helen! Wow, I take great pride in trying to help every child every day and every staff member every day, and help every family that I come in contact with, and think that I'm a pretty smart guy some days, and some days I find out I'm not so smart, and today is one of those days because I had no idea what was going on in my school. So, wow, I walked into high school here and I was going to show off my high school as senator and go to the next school and end up at the airport. So this is quite amazing. I thank you greatly for it. It's amazing. Sometimes I don't take the time to analyze what I've done over the last few years and the great people here that have made it all happen, because I can't do it without all of you. So I greatly appreciate your support over the last few years that I've been here. Starting year number 5, I see great things happening. We have some great challenges this year, but our goal is to keep everything exactly the same for kids, if not better, no matter what happens to us on the personal front or the budget front or whatever else happens outside. We need to do the best we can for kids, no matter what, how hard it is to do. So I thank you for all your support and the phone calls and the stop-ins and the meetings, and I thank you. And boys and girls, thank you, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
One more presentation, Margaret, if you'd come up, please.
On behalf of the native village of Kalskag, I'd like to welcome Lisa Murkowski to our village and some.
My name is Summer. This is very exciting to meet Lisa Murkowski. And and I would like to give this to Mr. Wohlman. Try it on.
That's fabulous.
That is so beautiful.
I think it goes like this, right? Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you very much. I can always tell when I look at a hat in the Kuskokwim if it was made in Kalskag or not, because the ones made in Kalskag are just dead on perfect. Wow, thank you very much. Thank you.
We'd like to go ahead and invite everyone to go ahead and start eating. Elders first, and then special guest, Senator Murkowski, your office on. And I just again would like to thank you all for showing up and thank Greg for his hard work. So thank you.
Thank you.